What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss the upcoming rematch between Merab Dvalishvili and Sean O'Malley. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. One thing I just don't understand is the hate that is going behind this rematch. Everyone's saying that Sean doesn't deserve this immediate rematch. You know, a lot of the speculation after their first fight was that he was more or less blown out of the water, right? I've rewatched the fight twice where, yeah, I do think he lost the fight, but I don't think he was blown out of the water. He looked injured. He looked off, which, you know, there's no excuses, right, in that regard. But I thought if those things are true and he did get that surgery, which I do believe, right? I still thought he looked okay. He didn't really look explosive. Yeah, he looked flat throughout most of the fight. But at times, you know, had Merab on the back foot. Looked like he was hurting Merab, making Merab very uncomfortable. So, you know, I like this rematch, especially everybody else that's kind of around in that division as well, where you have Umar, where I think that was more lopsided than the Sean fight. You have Peter Yan, who already lost to Merab a few years ago in a way more dominant fashion, right? Corey Sandhagen is coming off the loss to Umar, who, I mean, he has to find himself on a winning track. So, I mean, really, you have Davison, but he's coming off the loss to Peter Yan. And the only guy who's really on a streak right now in the weight class that makes any sense is number, I think, 8 at Mario Bautista. You know, and everybody's pretty mad at him over the Jose Aldo fight. So, I mean, you know, you could give him the title shot, but I mean, where his number is doesn't always make sense. It's just the fact that he's fresh blood on the biggest win streak out of all the guys there. You can't say Cheeto because, I mean, apparently he's so washed. So, I mean, this fight makes sense. The rematch makes sense. And O'Malley became champion for a reason, looked as good as he did for a reason, dominated Cheeto like he did in the rematch for a reason. Sean O'Malley's super legit, and he deserves a rematch, especially with everything going on within the weight class, where Rob's kind of he kind of wiped everybody out on his way up. So I think it's going to sell big numbers. I think it's going to be an even better fight. I think if Sean is healthy, you know, I just, you know, I like to see him put on a little bit of muscle, but I think that he's going to be going out there, and I think he's going to be training hard. Him and Tim Welch, I think they're a great team down there at the MMA lab. So I don't understand the hate. I don't. I do, I don't understand how everybody thought that fight, the first fight, was so dominant and far spread, like that Merab just kind of wiped the floor with Sean, right? I don't think that was the case whatsoever. Merab found a lot of success, and I think he won the fight and deserved to be champion, but I think the fight was definitely close enough to even say that at that time even deserved a rematch, even though Umar was still on that streak. That's just being, I just think realistically, with the top 8 guys right there in the whole division. So I'm excited for the fight. I hope you guys are, and I hope that this video helps kind of turn the hype around a little bit for this upcoming title fight rematch. I think UFC 316. I'm not really sure exactly when it's going to be, but I'm excited for it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.